Welcome to the history of Gogyū and the clans therein. In this video, I'll be reviewing a quick general history of Gogyū and go further in depth with each land, as well as the history of each clan. This video will have sections noted for easy navigation. Gogyū, the land of the five scrolls. Gogyū consists of several landmasses, with each predominantly controlled by one of the five kingdoms. Those kingdoms being Earth, Fire, Lightning, Water, and Wind. During the initial settling of Gogyū, there was a great kingdom, the Dotani Empire. Historians study any remnants of this empire to this day, and ancient scrolls speak of its inhabitants. These inhabitants were said to have been able to control each element fluently, and most became masters of each. The Dotani Empire was said to be a place of peace and prosperity, a true utopia. The fall of this kingdom is lost in time, though all Gogyū's people are descendants of this ancient kingdom, and over time, each divided group honed their skills with a particular element. Additionally, each kingdom has a mixture of bloodlines, though some more rare than others in each land. Land of Earth. Predominant element: Earth. Notable clans: Akamichi and Inuzuka. The Land of Earth stands as the rigid spine of Gogyū, being the bearer of many of the land's mountain ranges. While the Land of Wind holds some of the highest peaks, the Land of Earth's ranges are as vast as they are beautiful. Alongside these mountain ranges, this land holds dense forests with numerous animals. Akamichi. Residing in the mountains and caves, the Akamichi are a loud, boisterous, and hungry people. Most groups of Akamichi are extremely traditional, much like the Hyuga, with each family having a head leader. There are often internal politics involving only Akamichi head members and their guards. Most others see them as, loud, boisterous, and hungry. They are particularly reclusive when it comes to internal affairs. Most do not dare enter the various mines and caves dug out in the mountains. Inuzuka. The canine clan of the Inuzuka tend to have scattered villages and towns throughout the land, displaying their wish for expansion and freedom. Their forests act as hunting grounds for their ninkin and themselves, though prey is not to be disrespected. This clan is known for using every part of any prey they hunt and any lands that bear their farms. Others may see the Inuzuka as somewhat animalistic and therefore unintelligent, though this is quite the contrary. They are often seen in packs and known for their less than civilized methods of speaking. Most can be heard making various grunts or minuscule noises to display their emotion. Some even believe their noses are their method of effectively communicating, being able to sense others' emotions. Land of Fire. Predominant element: Fire. Predominant clans: Kaguya and Uchiha. A barren wasteland filled with searing sands, vicious creatures, and old grudges. Being the southernmost part of Gogyū, it is of the hottest temperament between all other lands. Beneath its scorching sands lie an ancient history, long lost over the winds of change and the ever-shifting sands of time. After centuries of extorting the land for its resources, very little is left, with the only major remaining features being the Kaguya's coveted oasis of faith. Kaguya. The warring clan of the Kaguya have a battle-scarred history covered with many layers of aggression, blood, and respect. Fighting in the Blood Wars, the Kaguya proved to be a dominant force, nearly single-handedly wiping out most of the Jugo clan's population. In recent years, their bloodlust began to boil, nearly tipping over and spilling yet again onto the lands of Gogyū. Several political figures from the Hyuga and Jugo clan have publicly made an effort to thwart the impending bloodshed, at the very least, stalling it. Living in the Land of Fire, the Gogyū are seen as bloodthirsty barbarians who wish only to kill, leaving no living man, woman, or child in their wake. While this is not wholly untrue, they have a deep history within Gogyū, with many being historical scholars. They, among all else, currently lead the uncovering of the lost history of the Dotani Empire. Uchiha. The Uchiha are said to be the inheritors of the ancients' fiery passion. Their eyes mirror their intensity with their powerful bloodline ability, the Sharingan. Being one of the most powerful standing armies during the Blood War, the Uchiha are swift and move with the grace most could only hope to possess. In recent years, there has been just as much speculation with the Uchiha's brooding nature for war as the Kaguya's, and, just as their neighboring clan, there has been many efforts taken by the leaders of the Land of Wind and Land of Lightning to halt any potential confrontations. Other kingdoms do not particularly trust the Uchiha, as most believe your thoughts and own self can be easily manipulated just by their mere glance. Coupled with the high casualty count they inflicted on others during the Blood War, and their powerful military might, others would most likely not be entirely wrong in these thoughts. Land of Lightning. Predominant element, lightning. Predominant clans, Fuma and Jugo. Home of Gogyū's highest peaks and endless plains, the Land of Lightning has quite a diverse set of terrains, with various coasts, rivers, plains, mountains, forests, and islands. This land is home to the Fuma and Jugo clan. Being proprietors of ranged weapons, the Fuma have iconic towers built throughout their territories, standing tall with specifically tailored architecture to allow breezes to create melodies. While to the east, the Jugo clan members build most cities using Gogyū itself. Fuma. Once the only predominant clan in the Kingdom of Lightning, the Fuma hold themselves in high regard to their past abilities to stave off the Jugo and Kaguya clans during the Blood Wars. Though this pride was sundered after the Jugo were pushed from the Land of Fire into the Land of Lightning. As time passed, the Fuma and the Jugo often worked separately from one another, though they now have a standing alliance after many years of mild confrontations. Most view Fuma in a neutral light and find them rather respectable, even after losing small portions of territory to the Jugo clan. Some others of a more war-centric or more traditional view see them as fallen kings who have lost their former glory. Jugo. Now residing within the Land of Lightning, the Jugo clan once held territory that encompassed the northern and western borders of the Kaguya. During the Blood Wars, the Jugo fought viciously with their monstrous ability, Sage Transformation. Honing their ability to commune with Gogyū's nature energy, they were a true force to be reckoned with. So much so, in fact, that it became their downfall. Temporary alliances were made to help push the Jugo out of the Land of Fire, and a plan was set for total genocide. This obviously would prove fruitless, though the Jugo still lack numbers to this day, 120 years later. While only some others may see Inuzuka as animalistic, and the Kaguya as warring barbarians, most share a view that the Jugo are little more than animals. Because of this, they are treated as such. That is, until recently. With the efforts of several individuals, the Jugo are now being seen in a much more different shade. Though some still hold resentment, others are beginning to see that the Jugo are, in fact, more than just ravenous beasts. Land of Water. Predominant element, water. Predominant clans, Shinoiki, Hozuki. Being the direct beneficiary of Gogyū's freshest waters, the Land of Water is filled with rivers, jungles, and marshlands. Within the center of the land, a massive lake occupies a major part of the Hozuki's territory, though this is of no issue. Traveling through the thick jungles, the Shinoiki can be found in the southern marshes. Vast amounts of rich iron deposits can be found throughout, though all have been claimed by the Shinoiki clan. Shinoiki. The Shinoiki directly work with the Hozuki, though both control opposite sections of the land. Mostly in the southern marshes, Shinoiki have cultivated an iron-rich swamp, using the many minerals washed from across Gogyū into their marsh. Their cities consist mostly of metallic alloys, and their denizens are often seen with various body augments. Most see the Shinoiki as odd or unsettling, and outsiders often lump them together with Gogyū due to their biological abilities, but both clans share almost no similarities. Additionally, the Shinoiki have a bloody history of arena-type games, as well as various experiments. Hozuki. Working directly with the Shinoiki, the Hozuki reside in a northern section of the Land of Water. They cultivate heavy agriculture and provide the freshest water directly from the Land of Snow. Most of their cities and agriculture can be found underwater. Hozuki are seen as farmers and keepers of the pure water, though most assume or know that they would be extremely formidable opponents while in water. Land of Wind. Predominant element: wind. Predominant clans: Hyuga, Uzumaki. With snowy peaks, breathtaking cherry blossoms, and unique alloys, the Land of Wind is the jeweled crown that adorns Gogyū. While other territories throughout Gogyū can be beautiful, none could be said to match the astounding natural beauties of the northern land. In addition to its beauty, the Land of Wind holds a special metal found to the east, aptly named bamboo metal. Many sought after this particularly flexible metal, though only a few blacksmiths have ever laid hammer to it. Hyuga. The Hyuga are and have always been traditional, having a main house and a branch house. The main house actively deals with politics and economy, while the branch house acts as the military force. With the recent change of leadership, there has been uncertainty within the clan, and some now question if it will remain true to their traditionalism. With the only known heir to the throne being that of mixed blood, the Fuma and the Hyuga have recently grown in their political alliance. There have been several new methods and laws that have been passed within the change of leadership, one of which removes most of the subjugation previously placed upon the neighboring clan, Uzumaki. The Hyuga are often seen as prudent or stagnant. They are also known to be precise and deadly in combat, as well as politics. They are looked upon fondly by the Fuma and the Akamichi, though most Akamichi members think they should liven up just a bit. Uzumaki. Decades of being used as the main labor force and military bulk of the Land of Wind has left most of the disdain towards the Hyuga. Until recently, the Uzumaki were used for their powerful chakra reserves and proficiency with sealing jutsus, also known as funjutsus. Gaining their freedom in recent years, the Uzumaki now have begun construction of their first capital city, Sabarashi Hana. Others see Uzumaki as little more than a repressed people. Even with new laws being written, the Uzumaki are often seen as having trouble adapting to their new life. As such, there are new views of the clan becoming rowdy or even falling into poverty. Other clans. There are several other clans throughout Gogyū, though they hold no large plots of lands for themselves. They can often be found throughout the world, finding their own way. Aburame. The insect-wielding Aburame clan live within the forests of the Land of Earth and Lightning. Not having a true military, they can often be found skirmishing with their rival clan, Kamizuru. Kamizuru. Famously known for the bee, wasp, and hornet-wielding abilities, Kamizuru clan also live within the forests of the Land of Earth and Lightning. Aftermaths of their battle can be seen by various insect corpses that litter the ground. Kurama. The Kurama are a particularly rare clan, with most having no real knowledge of their lineage. Sadly, due to their bilateral pneuma, they are often cast aside as deranged individuals. Those who do hone their skills, however, are truly a foe to be reckoned with. Naru. Small roaming bands of this clan can be found throughout the Land of Earth, Lightning, and Water. They are known for their abilities to manipulate shadows, care for special breeds of deer, and their medical knowledge. They are also said to be powerful shadow users within the deep jungles of the Land of Water. Ranmaru. Newly found clan, these members are thought to have been a recent mutation of other bloodlines within the past 2,000 years. Being extremely sparse, most members are sought after for their abilities to disable the eye techniques of other powerful clans, such as the Hyuga and Uchiha. Senju. Majority of those without a notable clan share bloodline with this clan. Some have faint traces of their abilities, while others show their clan's might by excelling at most tasks given to them. Yamanaka. This clan is mostly seen as political advisors to most kingdoms, as well as special operation units and spies. Their unique ability to entirely control other creatures' bodies has become an invaluable tool for most leaders. Yoda. Perhaps one of the largest clans without land. These clan members nomadically travel across Gogyū, selling their services to help crops grow with their weather manipulation ability. Ranks. Each kingdom adopted similar ranking systems, those being Student, Genin, Chunin, and Jonin. Each rank permits someone to take higher ranking contracts, with Genin allowed to take E and D, Chunin, C and B, and Jonin, A and S. There are also several specialized rankings of Jonin, allowing one to take specific missions based on their speciality. Teams, or parties, can consist of any number of members, though contractors are not expected to change pay rates based on the number of team members. As such, most teams are smaller in number, anywhere from 3 to 5, though most prefer 3. When a contract is completed, a city's or village local contractor will send the team's respective kingdom certification forms. The forms state a grading of the mission, the payout, and any deaths or damages that require the kingdom's compensation. As each mission is graded from 1 to 10, it is imperative that a team does an exceptional job to get a highest payout. You are a student of your respective kingdom. It is your job to finish your training and gain the rank of Genin. This land, you act as a mercenary. By completing various missions, you gain reputation and wealth, not only for yourself, but for your respective kingdoms as well.